Let's just do a clean classic. That's kind of what I'm in the mood for right now. Let's do a random leader selection. Let's have fun with this. Okay, Ilban. All right. So, where are we? Where are we in this? Let's wrap our heads back around how this all works. So I'm going for the kind of classic still suits, great flat, open, and then next round, Sel Milan, Swordmaster. That's the only pairing you haven't tried, Pigletito. Yeah, it's fun. I don't know that it's necessarily better than just the base game. Like, the base game is so good anyway, but it's interesting. It's an interesting, you know, variation. Hey, just Diz. Good to see you. Base game looks foreign to me. My girlfriend got me the physical base game for Christmas, so plan to give that a go soon. Oh, that's awesome. Will she like play it with you? Is she interested in that sort of thing? Or do you have other friends that'll play it with you? I'm going all in for Solari here. Someone could still beat me, but I want to get at least second. Scimitar325, hello. A friend of mine gifted this game on Steam for my birthday. That's awesome. It's pretty complex, but I've watched some of your games on YouTube, which is pretty helpful to get into it. Yeah, well, that's cool. Also, I do have a playlist of like learning games, like a video of how to play the game, if you haven't seen that, as well as basic strategy, if you're interested in that sort of thing, which not everybody is. Like, you know, some people like to just play the game and kind of, you know, encounter the strategy as they go rather than being told. But if you're into that kind of stuff, it's there. I think somebody on Twitch tried this for me. If you type !" strategy, what happens? I think I tried to get a bot set up. I don't know if it's working or not. Stanley says, I love the new X cards, but basically hate the shipping track and how much it dominates the game. Yes, I'm totally with you. I mean, I've gotten so used to it, I don't think about it too much. And there are things I do like about the shipping track. But basically, I agree with you there, which is one of the great things about the physical game is you can actually play with the cards from Ix. You can play with... you can't really play with the text without the shipping. But you can play with the new leaders, the new text, the new intrigues. And, you know, like that is really fun. Scimitar, thanks for trying. It looks like it didn't work. The bot is supposed to be in the channel. Try Try exclamation mark how to, or exclamation mark how to play. I would do it, but I don't have a keyboard attached to my Twitch right now. I like this gene manipulation, I think. Okay, it was exclamation mark how to. The last one we tried. All right, so look at this. All of us went hard on this. So Ariana and I are going to tie. We're both going to get 2 Solari. But okay, at least I got something, and I just really wanted to get something. And look at that. An alliance already for the Baron here. So Baron picked Guild with his Master Stroke, even though it's base game and that doesn't really matter. So that's interesting. One of the things that I like about base game compared to Ix is especially how it interacts with Baron. I love Baron in base game, how the choice of where you take your Master Stroke influence is really an interesting decision, whereas in Rise of Ix, it's really not. Diz, your girlfriend's down to give it a try. You've been playing a lot of Arc Nova Digital. Yeah, I saw that. How are you enjoying that? I've been playing it a little bit. I'm still not sure if I really am that into that game. But I'm curious. I guess you're enjoying it. Thank you to Luke Alexander and James Lowther for the YouTube subscriptions. So I'm looking for Sel Melange, Swordmaster, and then maybe Wealth, and then I'd be ready for a High Council seat. Look at these cards, Worm Riders and Opulence. I mean, I would love to get Opulence. But that's not going to happen. Well, actually it might, because going to the Swordmaster will draw me a card. Oh, sweet old Sel Melange, how I've missed you. Stanley says, next week we're trying Rise, but without the cover tile for Landsraad, Sel Melange, and see how that works. So no shipping track, no dreadnoughts, no keeping Hall of Oratory instead of tech negotiation, so no tax either. If that's what you're doing, it works great. It works great. It's a great expansion to the game. Just adds cool, interesting new stuff without, fucking it up in the way that, some of us think shipping kind of does. Even though, like I said, I've gotten used to shipping. I'm not enraged by it anymore. You know, if you go back and watch some of those early Rise of X videos, you can see me getting kind of pissed about it. I don't feel that way anymore. Okay, G manipulation. If I wanted the opulence, I'd have to early reveal for it. Honestly, I'm kind of tempted to do it. Because, like, otherwise, okay, I'm using diplomacy, which is good for sure. But getting that opulence, man. It's exciting. Stanley, you're still going to use the text? Yeah, I'm curious to hear how that works, because I think that without the shipping track and without Dreadnought, well, how are you even going to buy text if you don't have... Or are you going to still use Dreadnought and tech negotiation? And a Reverend Mother Mohayim. Ooh, and I do have this. Very tasty choices, I must say. All right, that's an early reveal. Let's just... This stuff is too tasty for me. Can't help. Maybe I can help myself. Maybe because wealth is blocked. If wealth wasn't blocked, I would do that so that I could get high council seat next round. And then still get something good, but wealth is blocked. Fuck it. I want that opulence, baby. I haven't had opulence in a while, and opulence on Ilban is like... I mean, nice. It's nice because it's nice in one sense, and in another sense, it's not. So the sense in which it is nice is that opulence feeds you Solari, right? You send it to wealth, boom, 5 Solari. And Ilban loves to have Solari so that he can go to Mentat. On the other hand, if you're always spending your Solari all the time, then, you know, you're not necessarily going to have the Solari to pay for the opulence. So there's that interesting little tension there, but I think it overall still feels pretty good. Yes, very spicy, Osmosa, making good use of your emotes, your members' emotes. Blue Eye Demon, do you think Bloodlines will be better than Rise of X, like as an expansion to the base game? I don't know. I'm really interested to find out. I haven't received my copy yet. I'm really interested to see how it works as an expansion to the base game. I'm a little skeptical, to be honest. I have a feeling that Rise of X will still be the better expansion for base game, even if you take out the shipping track and techs. Even if it's just the new leaders and the new intrigues and the new Imperium cards. Like, the new Imperium cards add a lot of interesting stuff, right? You get unload, you get infiltrate. And the Rise of X leaders are really cool. Even, like, okay, you can't play Hundro, you can't play Tessia. But I think all the other ones you can. Okay, what am I doing now? I think I want wealth. Gameplay walkthroughs. What's infiltrate? I'm not sure if it's called infiltrate or infiltration, but some of the cards in Rise of Ix have like a little half agent on the side of the agent icon, which means you can send them to a space even if an enemy agent is already there. So Guild Accord is an example. Court Intrigue is an example. Embedded Agent is an example. Web of Power. Jameis. All right, Paul going to selective breeding. So Paul probably going to pick up a thematically appropriate Worm Riders this round if I had to guess. I'm definitely going to get my High Council seat. I don't have to do it immediately, though. So maybe I even just go feed myself even more Solari. I think I do. Let's get rich, babies. Gary says, nice round 2 Swordmaster. You're really a pro at getting it early. I'm pretty good at getting it early in base game. In Rise of Ix, it's harder to do consistently. I think I've been getting better at getting it earlier, but it's harder to do. Like round 2 can be surprisingly common with base game. Not so much with Rise of Ix. Yes, the High Council is certainly the plan. That'll get me to 5 persuasion, maybe 6, maybe 7. So maybe I can get a Worm Riders. Ooh, Paul has the Reverend Mother there. Okay, takes the Shifting Allegiances. And the Freeman Camp, okay. All right, so I could take a Worm Riders. I could also take a Sardaukar Legion. I think I take the Worm Riders, though. And not because I care too much about the swords, but because I care about the spice. Another Sardaukar Legion. All right. One thing to try to remind myself of also with base game is faction access cards are much more important. Because you can't just get free faction access wherever you want from the shipping track. If you want to influence these factions, you gotta work for it. You gotta find the right people. You know, you can't just you know, send them an Amazon package. That, like, my, not to get into it, but my issues with the shipping track are, at least like a lot of what I don't like about it is thematic. There's also a lot of it that has to do with the gameplay, but a lot of it is just the thematics of it. I think it kind of fucks with like the theme of influencing these factions and, you know. Anyway, I won't get into it anymore. Okay, Ariana gonna win here. So we're following the blueprint of the base game bludgeon pattern, which is like be behind for most of the game. There's the opulence. So I'm going to use the opulence to get a bunch of Solari right now. Possibly Mentat after that. Okay, what's getting blocked here with the voice? I could also consider just like burning all of my Solari into rally troops, but I don't think I want to do that. That's the other thing that's interesting about base game is like, look at everyone's garrisons. Empty, 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 empty. Why? No free troops from shipping, baby. You want troops? You better go get them. So extra value in the Sardaukar legions, potentially. Baron potentially waiting to get Swordmaster with his next agent. Oh, look at that! I got to give a big round of... No, not this one. Stop. Not this one. Go away. Hold on. Whoa, that's not it. Here we go. Give me back where I belong. Okay, wow. Let me Mentat and then finish my thought there. I love that play from Paul. Hanging on. This is why you hang on to intrigue cards. Baron, I surmise, I could be wrong about this, but Baron, I think, could have been saying, okay, I don't need to get my Swordmaster with my first action because no one else has enough Solari to get it. I did, but I already had it. Paul had 7 Solari, so Baron could have thought, I can afford to prioritize a different space and get the Swordmaster with the next action, but Paul was hiding 2 Solari in that intrigue card, and as soon as it came around, bang, surprise, I've got Swordmaster. Baron is screwed out of it. So that's just a good example of why you hang on to your intrigue cards until you need to play them. Yeah, look at that. That was probably going to be going to Swordmaster. Now, what do I do? There's more Solari for me to get, but I think I want a reconnaissance first. Okay, interesting. And... yeah, why not? It's either 2 spice or it's somehow miraculously 3 in an intrigue card, but there's no way it's that. Okay, so that Arakeen worked out. It means I'm going to be able to use my diplomacy and still... Although, wait a minute, where can I even send it? Oh, no. All right, so that's kind of funny. All of the places I would like to send diplomacy, I can't. Another, I think, difference in base game is, again, these faction spaces are more important in base game. So yeah, I pick up 3 more Solari here, for sure. Ooh. Thank you, Nick Gordon. Nick Gordon, long-time listener, first-time caller. Hey, good to see you, Nick. Thank you for telling me my mic was muted. So, is it a liaison, or is it a Mission R Protectiva? You know, I think I'm going to take the Mission R Protectiva now. That's... Oh, boy. And do I want the Dr. Yeah, I mean, Dr. Yeah can be good. It's starting to kind of flood things a little bit. I'm going to pass on Dr. Yue. Nick Gordon, you are caller 999. You have won an all-expenses paid trip to the Bahamas. Star. Extra details may apply. May not be an actual trip to the Bahamas. Awards are for promotional purposes only. All right. Okay, so power play gets me an alliance here right now. That's not bad. Gets me some troops, gets me even more Solari. There is also like still things to consider, like spice. I have no water, but I kind of like taking this alliance. See you later, Nick. Thanks for stopping by. Hey, Joel Nar Binks. Good to see you. Work canceled for snowstorm. Oh. That's good, I guess. Or bad, I don't know. So, like, I don't see the point in using that entry card right now when you only have 1 on you. There's an argument to be made that oh, there goes the Quizlats Hot Rock for Paul. Oh, it's too good thematically. All right, well, it's going to be Mentat again. Let's just get that done. Okay, unfortunate. Like, I was about to say, maybe I would have been better off power playing to, like, fold space, actually. Because I could theoretically have gotten this alliance by playing the opulence. One of my lights is freaking out right now. Whereas I have, you know, no access to the other spots. But I wanted to get some troops. Hold on, let me see about this light for a second. Don't worry, I'm here. Just getting my headphones back on. All right, we're back. Give me an intrigue card here, I think. Although I could get a bunch of spice. Let me do this. Interesting. Just one troop for now. Maybe I should have put in more than one. I might get... Paul has... Oh, he's already revealed for the Kwisatz Haderach. Okay, right. Good. So I can send Signet Ring here, get 2 more spice, get another Solari, put in more troops, win this conflict. That'll be grand. I don't know if she has any big... Did she get a Worm Riders? I don't know. So I think it might just be an Imperial spy. Because somebody does have a shifting allegiances. I think maybe, I forget who it is. Paul, I think. The Smuggler's Thopter, I can't activate that easily. Okay, I'm going to take a spy. Ooh, would have loved that. I'll take a liaison. All right, so we get a victory point from the conflict. Great. We've got 6 spice on hand. Very nice. Lots of Solari to feed opulence. Okay, machinations could be good. There's the opulence. Might have to send gene manipulation to Mentat, which is not ideal because it's 2 persuasion, but I think I do want to draw 2 cards. On the other hand, if I keep those cards right where they are, I'll be guaranteed to draw my diplomacy next round, which is round 7, which is the first level 2 conflict. And I mean, God, this cough is getting worse. Okay, Baron takes the Mentat from me. That's fair. I mean, here's a crazy idea. Just reveal, buy a spice must flow, take an opulence. That's 2 victory points. It's a pretty crazy idea, but what else am I really doing with this round? I mean, I can get 2 spice here. That's good. I can trash a card. That's fine. It's a funny idea, but probably not a great idea. I don't know. I'm honestly thinking about it. Rocco, you like it? Rocco, as one of our new members today, if you like it, I'm gonna do it. This is for Rocco. The crowd cheers for Rocco's plan. Well, it was my plan, but Rocco liked it. What a spicy reveal, Osmoso, yes. I mean, it's so, look at that. That is hilarious. Waste all 3 agents. It's so goofy. But if I can win like a 2-point conflict next round, it'll be a pretty hilarious jump. Osmoso says, this is why we're here and not watching some other boring meta player. I guess that must be one of your friends if you're talking about him that way. But you gotta have fun with it. At least I do. I have to have fun with it. I cannot only make what may be considered optimal. I mean, I do think that was a reasonable move to make. I don't think it was completely dumb. But also there's the fun factor to consider. So if it's like, I'm not sure it's the best, but it's pretty fun, sometimes you got to go with the fun one. It feels so weird just having these agents sitting here and it's like, are they waiting for me, or do I have to do something, or it's like, nope, you're done. Now, Ariana has a massive garrison, so my grand ideas of just blowing everything out of the water with the Hayliner may not even work, but the thing is, I do also have the Solari for a rally troops, but I might not have the card to get there. Look at my terrible influence here. Hey, what the? Look at this. I didn't even notice this situation. Ariana coming from my Emperor's Alliance. I don't like that at all. If I'm lucky, next round I'll draw one of my Emperor access cards, either the Imperial Spy or the Opulence, so that I can hit that first and hit the Hayliner later. Not super high likelihood, but it could happen. I got fed 1 spice. Hey, so look. No, I didn't just get 2 victory points. I got 2 victory points and 1 spice. Think about that. If I think about like value per agent, if I told you this round, for 1 agent, you can have a victory point. For another agent, you can have another victory point. And for another agent, you can have a spice. Would you take that deal? I think you would. Another thing I could have potentially done this round would have been to go to rally troops this round and try to actually win this conflict. That could have gotten me a point here, could have set me up closer to points here. Like maybe that would have honestly been better. But, you know, we did what we did. Coughing / laughing. Look at this pathetic deployment here. Jesus Christ, man. I feel a little crazy not getting involved in it now. Rocco, William, if this doesn't work out, everyone knows you're the one who made me do that. Okay? And if it does work out, everyone knows it was my idea. 18 Solari. What? That's Liet Kynes for you. And the big 3 combat. So you can get an alliance here, you can get a point here or here. Paul rocketing up the charts. I knew it. I knew it'd be a grand vision. Okay, well, I did. Look, I mean, I hit both of these now. Okay, so that's good. Because that can be wealth. And then I could potentially get another point out of the opulence. I might need the rally troops, though. I'm muted? I think that's a delayed reaction, Jerome. Maybe I just wasn't talking. But I am going to mute again for a second here. Okay. So, I mean, this is worth a victory point, so it's still good to get it, but it's not as good. Like, as long as Ariana doesn't win it, basically, I think I'm okay with it. So my diplomacy is probably going to go to still suits now to get that point on Siege Tabor. Although there's also an argument to... Yeah, the thing is, I don't know how many more rounds there are going to be. Like, there would be an argument to potentially... Well, maybe even selective breeding. Maybe even selective breeding to give me a chance at a spice must flow. All right, no selective breeding. Fine. Fine. Oh, interesting. Baron didn't commit any troops here. That's kind of crazy. Does he want Ariana to come in and take this? That sort of seems like what he wants. I don't know. That is troubling, honestly. Infiltrate. I could infiltrate this. You're right. Then I could research station. Or do I just want to keep this for a 2-point conflict coming up next round? I'm also leaving the option open to even send the opulence to conspire. Like, if it looks like Ariana is going to go for this, I could just block her there. I don't like that move, really. Maybe it's better in that case to just, like, Hayline her instead. Hey, Dr. West. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. We got a lot of members in the chat today. That's very exciting. Still Suits allows Worm Riders for combat next turn. True. Yeah. I don't like that. She could get seemingly at best 2. Well, she could get 4 more troops in. For 7. If I Hayliner, I'll have 8. Kind of tight. No daggers. As an absolute last resort, I guess I have that. Baron might have rapid deployment. That is a good point. But, wait, I only have 6? She can still beat me there. Oh, no. I might still have to use the reinforcements. Okay, this is bad. I should have just probably done the Conspire. Maybe she backs off with that. Maybe she can't go to Hardy Warriors. Goes for Mentat, looking for something. Dr. West, if Baron has that, that would be sad. Well, now would be the time for him to use it. So we'll see now if he has it or not. Whoa! Oh, man. I have to decide about the reinforcements now. Before I know what Ariana's doing. I can't do it. I have to just take the opulence point and just whatever. If I lose this, I lose it. Cheney, yeah. It's okay. Okay, Haga Basin. So the just question, does she have access to Hardy Warriors? Don't know. Yeah, I'm not willing to do that. I'm going to take the chance. And I will take the Cheney. It's not like that exciting, but you know, it's a water. Aha! Power play. Okay, Ariana, what you got? Fuck. God damn. Well, that hurts. Bad luck is what that was. I mean, kind of, because I don't know, but the Mentat play made it seem like she was digging for it, but also not necessarily. Like, just making sure she got the last move there also helps that play a lot. So it's possible she had it, the diplomacy, the whole time. I don't know. It was a gamble for sure. It was a gamble for sure. Well, things are looking very Paul. This is my lineup. No faction access at all. It was a kind of a gamble from her, though. I did have this intrigue card, but... okay. What? 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 Why is it reminding me about that? Demand respect. Okay. That's nice, but I've got to win something. I think I need to play Research Station. Do I use the liaison to do it, hoping to draw the gene manipulation so that I can combo with the Missionara Protectiva? I think I do. I think I mix and match that gamble. There's also this. I could pull another crazy play where I just early reveal to take this. So it gets me 1 point here, 1 point here, locks this up, gets me close to that. It's kind of a hilarious idea. There's no shot of me winning this conflict. But no, I've got to get some stuff out of the way here. I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to gamble on this. See if I can get the combo. There's the combo. So this I'd like to get to Mentat. I have no Solari. Remember when I had all that Solari? Scimitar, your comment about I have a Solari problem. At the time, I had a lot. Now I've got none. I know, it is possible I should just do this. I think I'll use one more agent still. Just to be able to get a troop in. And that might have been a gamble. Somebody else might be like, all right, whatever, I'm taking it. Paul might just be like, all right, I'm out. I'm taking it. It was kind of a sunk cost thing I was doing there where it's like, well, if I was going to early reveal for it, why did I bother with the research station? But part of the reason I did that is to clean these cards out of the deck a little bit so that I'm going to hopefully get my diplomacy for a Hayliner next round. Like, how valuable is this for everybody else? It doesn't actually do a lot for everybody else. It gets Baron this alliance, and that's it. It's better for me than it is for anybody else. So it's possible that it's not being like super prioritized by them. Dr. West. Yeah, the thing is, I'm going to early reveal here. I don't want to take the risk on this. Although, yeah, I don't know. I've played it in a way now where there's kind of like, do I think Ariana has it? What does it do for her? I don't know. Yeah. So I'm just going to early reveal and take it. Had I played it, I maybe should have thought about Paul just ending the game. Probably I should have thought of that. In which case, I could have thought about, okay, given that, like, I have to try to get the maximum amount. So potentially if I'd played that, you know, the other way, if I'd played the gene manipulation first, then kept the mission R protectiva back, I could have gotten that point as well. And that would have put me at 10. And, you know, I'd beat Paul on this tiebreaker. But I was just really worried somebody else would be able to get that before me. It's, you know. But, given that, like, I'm not playing really for second place, I mean, I'd still rather get second than third or fourth. But when I'm not playing ranked, my philosophy is take any chance you have to win. A 10% chance at first is better than a 0% chance at first and 80% chance at second. Or even 100% chance at second. According to my philosophy. Professor Chain, hello to you. So it's looking pretty good for Makey, but we don't know. That'll take Baron to 9, so endgame intrigues could still matter. Plans within plans is a no-go. No, corner of the market is a no-go. Well, it's been a fun game. However this ends, it was fun. Just came up a little bit short. Look at all these power plays. What the hell, man? Okay, look at this. Staged incident and still win? That's a pretty classic power move. Paul will still beat him on the Solari tiebreaker. All right. Well, yeah, look, it was a good game. Fun finish there at the end. I enjoyed that a lot. I hope you did as well. Thanks for being here. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you very much for the Twitch Primes. Thanks for the new members who signed up. That's super exciting. Osmoso and Rocco. Thanks for all the members who are here. Dr. West, and all of you who are watching after the fact. So don't forget, of course, to subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't already. Follow on Twitch, twitch.tv/bludgeon. And if you want extra perks like exclusive members games, stream VODs, early access, and fun emotes. And if you want to support the channel, you can click the join button on YouTube to become a member, or you can sub on Twitch. So thanks again. We'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.